Welcome back to The View. So Donald Trump signed an executive order requiring proof of citizenship to vote. This has to be one of the most racist policies ever created by a president of the United States. Wow, Whoopi, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's almost as if you were some kind of cattleman and you took me up to a tent on Brokeback Mountain and you herded your cow into my uncharted land. That's exactly how I feel, Ennis. If I close my eyes and picture a burly rancher having his way with me on Brokeback Mountain, I certainly can't tell the difference between that and hearing a political take from Whoopi Goldberg. I agree with you, Whoopi. Requiring an ID to vote is extremely racist. I have interacted with a handful of people of color, and I always assume they're too stupid to know how to get it. Exactly, Joy. So we have a new host joining us. We had to fire Sunny Harston for being more annoying than the rest of us. Replacing her is someone whose opinions have surprisingly evolved to be the same as women on The View, Bill Burr. So tell me, what do you think of the voter ID requirement?
It's like you said, right? It's racist. All these rednecks out there saying it's for election integrity. It keeps our election secure, and it prevents fraud from happening. Like it's easy to bring your ID to vote, right? Lunatics. Free Luigi.
Bill, I'm surprised. Hearing you talk reminds me even more of being in a tent on Brokeback Mountain as a guy in a cowboy hat holds me down and forces me to let his snake in my chicken coop. Bianca, you really divorcing me because I made you market my products by exposing your hooties and your foof?
No, yay. It's because of this.
What's this?
Your results from 23andMe.
My great-grandfather was a black Israelite? Is this why you're leaving me, Bianca? This can't be real.
Yay. It is real. And I can't be with the black Hebrew.
But I can change, Bianca. I can get rid of the Hebrew inside me. You'll see. I'm going to the doctor right now, and I'll come back more anti-Semitic than ever.
I'm afraid it's true, Kanye. I looked over the DNA test results a dozen times. Turns out ye really are black Israelite.
But I'm ye, so that doesn't make any sense.
Well, then let me put it in terms you can understand. Picture your wife naked at Auschwitz.
Oh my God. But how could I be Jewish if I'm not a money-obsessed, power-hungry, weather-controlling billionaire?
You don't think you're a money-obsessed, weather-controlling billionaire? Then how do you explain these lyrics? So much money everywhere, all my money everywhere. Throw my money like I don't care. I got billions, I make it rain with these billions. Monsoon of money, I'ma make it rain. Billions on me, I bought a hurricane. Seems like you're the most Jewish person I've ever met.
That's not true. That can't be real.
Yes, Kanye, it is real. It 100% is real. It is real as you and me. In fact, your great-granddad was straight out of Israel.
I guess I didn't realize this whole time I've been Jewish. Doc, is there any way to get rid of the Hebrew inside me?
It's possible. Perhaps if you became more in touch with your black genes, you could use them to scare away the Jewish ones. Unfortunately, I'm not a white savior, so I can't treat black people. However, I know of a group of specialists. Their methods are unorthodox, but I'll give them a call.
Is this the African American Society of the Magically Oppressed? I recently learned my grandfather was a black Israelite and Bianca's divorcing me because I'm Jewish.
Ah, Kanye, you wish to cleanse yourself of your privilege.
That's right.
First, let me take you through the Hall of Black History. This is George Washington. He's a founding father and the true first black president. And this is Rosa Parks. She may be a white, but she refused to sit at the back of the bus. Come now, the Council of Oppression awaits.
Don, what the hell took you so long?
Sorry, Master. I was showing ye the Hall of Black History.
I didn't tell you to do that. I said go get Ye and bring him straight to us. Apologies, Kanye. Don forgets that he's the least oppressed and therefore must do as we say. You see, we have an oppression hierarchy to determine who's in charge. Don is black and gay, but he is also a man. And since being a man cancels out the gay, he is the least oppressed here. That's why he must serve us hand and foot. So you're saying only the most oppressed can help me? That's right. And as a gay, passing black woman, that would be me. Actually, Whoopi, as a gay, passing black woman, that would be me. Joy, as a gay, passing black woman, I am slightly more oppressed than you. Oh, so you're more oppressed even though I'm a gay, passing black woman that looks like Dennis Rodman. My unsightly oppressed sisters, please. You are both equally brave, low estrogen, teleprompter brain soul sisters that have endured the insurmountable challenges of owning only 2 vacation homes. But can't you see a brother of ours is in dire need to purify his oppression? Kanye, there is a Jewish spirit that must be cast out from your perfectly stable black mind and body. Come, Kanye, we must begin at once. Kanye, to purify your blackness, we must make you feel oppressed. So I will conduct a series of mild inconveniences to taunt any Jewish spirit into leaving your body. Take a seat at this slightly dusted table and we shall begin. I hope this works. Bianca will divorce me if I'm not completely anti-Semitic. Do not worry, we will rid you of this privilege. But first we must get it to show itself. Jewish spirit, I am adjusting the thermostat down by 2 degrees, which will result in a slightly higher electricity bill. It's working, Kanye. The Jewish spirit already feels the urge to complain. Spirit, I regret to inform you that your son will not be attending an Ivy League school. Oh, God. They will forfeit their education to marry a Christian black woman. No, she's not coming in my house, I'll tell you that much. And who's supposed to clean this place? The dust is making me congested. Jewish spirit, I demand you take your privilege and leave this man so he can be oppressed.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of trouble. I have to call a mover, and then I have to figure out how to pack everything.
Jewish spirit, what if I offered you $50?
Ooh, can you make it 100?
Fine, but before you leave, spirit, tell me the source of your power.
Oh, gee, I don't know. Personal responsibility, I guess? A strong and stable family? God, I can't stand the temperature in here. It's making my nose so dry.
Does that mean the spirit's gone? Am I oppressed now? Yes, Kanye. You have officially lost all your privilege. You are black once again.
Damn it, Bob. How is Snow White's rating 1.6 on IMDb? I mean, it's the first Disney movie starring a woke Colombian woman that looks like a fish. We even CGI'd the dwarves so no one could be offended by dwarves having jobs.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I guess the world isn't ready for a woke fish-like Disney princess. Maybe the problem is that we didn't make it bad enough. Oh yeah, maybe we need a movie so friggin' bad that people feel naughty just watching it. Oh yeah, Bob. I have a really friggin' bad idea for a movie. Let's make Snow White again, but cast Tyler Perry and call it Snow Medea. Oh, Havina, that's so friggin' bad. And the best part is there won't be dwarves in it at all. Oh yeah, Rachel, this is Harvina Weinstein. She writes all the really bad Disney movies. It's a pleasure to meet you, Rachel. I've been producing Disney films with Bob ever since the Me Too movement started. I'm not at all Harvey Weinstein in a wig trying to destroy Hollywood because they outed me for doing what they all do. Oh yeah, Harvina's writing is really friggin' bad, but I can't get enough of it. Oh yeah, that's right, Bob. I'm really friggin' bad. Oh yeah, Harvina, show me how friggin' bad you are. Oh yeah, Bob. Let's reimagine Abraham Lincoln as a mentally disabled Chilean sea bass. Oh yeah, now that's really friggin' bad. Oh, I can't believe you said that out loud. Oh yeah, let's make the slaves CGI dwarves. Oh yeah, that's it. It would be so friggin' bad if I spent $300 million making that movie. Oh, I can't take it. Rachel, will you give us some privacy? I want to see how badly Harvina wants her ideas in the next movie.
Donald, making ID a requirement to vote is both racist and unconstitutional. If you do that, how will illegal immigrants vote for us?
Also, if you keep deporting them, we won't have enough supporters in the next election. That's right, Maxine. Donald, without illegal immigrants, our voters are basically minorities who haven't figured out we're racist yet. Trans lesbians and old gay hippies.
You could at least bring back the Salvadoran gang member to vote for us. You guys are advocating to bring a violent cartel associate back to the United States. Do you realize this is why Americans don't like you anymore?
We're fighting for democracy. That's right, Maxine. Bringing back a Salvadoran gang member is somehow pro-democracy. Unfortunately, Elon is too racist to see that. We'll just have to fight this another way. We should call the Supreme Court. Oh, that's a great idea, Maxine. The Supreme Court could definitely stop these racist policies.
I agree. I'll call our puppet. Amy, it's Elizabeth. We need you to stop Trump from deporting our voters. I can help you. It just needs to be deemed unconstitutional. Meet me at the Congressional Cemetery tonight at midnight. Most Supreme Court justices are paid to lean one way or the other, but when money isn't a factor, we come here and ask the Founding Fathers. I need total silence for the incantation. By the power vested in me, it's racist to require ID. Who dares disturb my gay kissing? We do. We need to know if requiring ID to vote and deporting gang members is unconstitutional. Why the hell is a woman talking to me about politics? And is that a female Supreme Court justice? My God, this country has really gone downhill since I died and started gay kissing.
Katy Perry, I just want to congratulate you on being the first astronaut to sing in space for real.
Thanks, Jeff. It was one small step for women, one giant leap for my lifetime's tour. By the way, it's Captain Perry now. I know you're just a simple businessman, but I went to space for real. That makes me Space Captain Perry.
Excuse me, Captain. Hello? We have a problem. You need to get down here right away. All right, we'll be right there. What's the problem?
Please, Jeff, you don't know as much about this stuff as I do. I sang in space for real, after all. So what's the problem?
Man, for some reason I feel dumb around you. Anyway, when you sang in space, alien communication satellites picked up the sound waves.
And they loved it. I knew I felt a connection when I was in space for real. I sensed the magic of the universe coursing through my foof.
No, they transmitted this message to us.
Greetings, I am Superlin, captain of the non-binary from the planet Endopharma. My species is gender fluid, so our pronouns can morph from Z-Zim to Bleep Blorp at any moment. And we pee out of our big green jugs. When we heard Katy Perry sing, it was triggering for us. I mean, who the hell makes a real spaceflight about themselves by trying to sing to an entire planet without consent? Some organisms are very sensitive to terrible music, you know. Also, launching that much plastic into space is technically littering. And part of our mission is to make sure everyone in the galaxy recycles. That's why, Captain Perry, you're coming with us to be disposed of properly.
So you see, Captain Perry, an entire alien species hates you. That's why big green pee jugs up there is going to recycle you.
Oh, what's happening to me? Oh my god, help me, Jeff! Well, on the bright side, at least this is all about me.
Carmelo Anthony, I invited you here because you profited $500,000 by simply stabbing a white kid at a track meet. Possibly in self-defense and also possibly not. Either way, I admire your entrepreneurial creativity. With my ability to profit off of marginalized black communities and your successful business idea, we will make lots of money. I know exactly how we'll get funding for this wildly out-of-the-box idea of black kids stabbing white kids. Hello, Sharks. I'm Al Sharpton, and this is Carmelo Anthony. Together, we founded a company called Stab a White Boy When No One's Looking, then set up a GoFundMe. It's a simple idea. A black boy stabs a white boy at the exact time no one's looking. Since the stabbing took place out of sight, no one can be certain that it was self-defense or not. Dumb people will just assume the black kid is not guilty based entirely on racial biases and then give us money.
Well, the black kid is always the victim in these situations.
You see, it's already working.
Wow, I'm really impressed, guys.
Me too, Kevin. I'm glad you decided to make it black kids stabbing white kids. I've been in this business long enough to know if it were the other way around, it would never work.
That's exactly why I made Carmelo start this company with me. So are any of you fancy white folks interested in a partnership?
I'll only go up to 8 million, but you get access to the 300 dark alleys I own, and I can get you on QVC.
How about I just give you $10 million because I'm a pandering white idiot? Oh no, I'm not as dumb as Mark.
All right, we choose Mark Cuban.
Bianca, do you think I'm gay just because my cousin tried to get my mouth pregnant until I was 14? You know he was just wilding out. No, yay, you're brave for speaking out about that. It's the fact you're not as concerned your cousin killed a pregnant woman. And I listened to the entire album, it only gets worse. You mean the song that goes, I hugged my dad, reached around and squeezed his cheeks. 20 years later, he's behind a COVID lab leak. Yes? Well, what about this one? Took my brother in the closet, 7 minutes in heaven. Then he grew up and did 9/11. Yes, yay, I'm trying to be supportive of you, but it's hard when your entire next album is about hooking up with family members who commit terrible crimes. I knew it. You think I'm gay, Bianca? Hello? You're not gay. Who is this? Why are you doing that with your voice? That's not important. You need to know the truth. Food dyes have been linked to neurological and behavioral changes in children like ADHD and Tourette's. Or like your cousin dribbling your head on his pelvis like a basketball. I don't understand. You're not making any sense. Think about it. Why do you think there's a cereal called Fruity Pebbles? Oh my god. The food dyes and Fruity Pebbles makes you fruity. That's exactly right. You are what you eat. And what do you think happens when you consume the food dyes and flaming hot Cheetos? They make you a flaming hot homo. That's exactly right. That's why your cousin put his gummy worm in your peach ring. Wow, this is providing so much clarity. Thank you, whoever you are. Bianca, it was never my fault. The food dyes made me go down on my cousin. What do you say we celebrate somehow? I'm thinking we market some of my products by having you go to a gay pride parade with your hooters and your foof exposed.
Kamala, would you like to run for president again in 2028?
Are you sure you want me to? I thought I was going to be the president last time, but I lost.
Oh, you know that's only because you came off as insincere and pretty dumb. But what if I said you're the best option we have right now?
Okay, I'll run for president again. Since I ran in 2020 as an Indian woman and lost, then I ran in 2024 as a black woman and lost. In 2028, should I run as a Korean woman?
Probably not. Even if you did an accent, I'm pretty sure people could tell you're not actually Korean. I'm thinking we need to appeal more to masculinity. Do you remember Harry Sisson?
I do.
Well, it turns out he gets a whole lot of lady beef, but somehow he's still pretty gay, so we can use him to appeal to both gay and straight men. Come on out, Harry.
Ooh, Kamala, it's so good to see you again. I can't wait to help you attract more masculine voters.
I'll admit he still comes off way more gay than I thought, but I don't think that'll hurt none.
Ooh. Ooh, it won't hurt at all. That's exactly what I say to women before they put a cucumber in my buns. Ooh.
All right, Harry, let's not gay it up too much or we'll lose the election again. Kamala, since Trump's approval rating is pretty low, I want you to start going on talk shows so people can see exactly what they missed out on. Kamala, thanks for coming on my show. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. So you're running for president in 2028?
That's right, Stephen. I will be first Korean president of United States. I support Asian culture. If you vote for me, I promise more dim sum and to keep black people out of your convenience store.
I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. As long as you're not a Nazi Republican, that sounds good to me.
El Chapo, the Trump administration has already arrested 2 judges for saving innocent Americans like you from being sent to prison camps. He's attacking people just because they look like violent cartel members. Just because you look exactly like you run the Sinaloa cartel doesn't mean you're a bad man. That's right, Maxine. El Chapo has the same rights as any other innocent American. I know, senor. It's unfair to judge someone like me because I look a certain way. This reminds me of hiding Jewish people from the Nazis in World War II. Oh, you're right, Maxine. El Chapo is basically our Anne Frank. Excuse me, I have to check on our newest refugee. Michael, I'm sorry the Trump administration is treating you like a criminal just because you look like you terrorized teenagers on Halloween. We have to stop the Trump administration before they lock everyone up who dresses like a Halloween character, or this will become the Holocaust. Michael, do you have any friends or family that can vouch for you? Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with us because we're not connecting with his culture. There's only one politician I know that can speak to anyone. We need you for one last job. Me no want do nothing no more. Me gwan got the 100 million debt, man. We found a way to take down Trump. Oh, really? You mean I could reclaim my honor? Exactly. Get down here as soon as you can. Go ahead, Kamala. Communicate with him. Okay, Essay. Who are you? See, he's not Michael. He's Anton Chigurh, the cartel hitman from No Country for Old Men.
I was going to a cartel costume party to enjoy horchata and flan. That's when I heard Trump is deporting innocent people like me.
Anton, we will do whatever it takes to defend your rights as an American citizen.
It ain't easy being Shannon Sharp right now, so I appreciate you guys distracting me from the allegations by playing Dungeons and Dragons.
No problem, Shannon. When I heard about the accusations against you, I told Harvina Weinstein, help me show Shannon Sharp how to enjoy fantasies without getting sued. Are you ready to continue our campaign?
I'm ready.
Should Diddle's kids and Shannon Firmgrip enter the Enchanted Hollow in search of the amulet of branded content marketing? Its powerful source of magic allows the user to market products on their media platform regardless of the criminal record or public reputation.
Ooh, I'ma need that.
Shannon Firmgrip steps toward the amulet. From the shadows appears a young forest fairy nymph.
Hold up, how old is Fairy?
Shannon Firmgrip requests the fairy reveal its age. She is 20 years old. She sees the size of your gold coin purse and offers you a night together in her chambers.
I'm locked in, baby. We gonna have a good time.
Shannon Firmgrip accompanies the fairy nymph to her home. She removes her clothes and tells you she's gonna start slobbing like a goblin on that stanky stick.
Ooh, I like it freaking nasty like that.
Shannon Firmgrip and the fairy make the whole mother flipping room stank.
Can I ask the fairy if she like rough freaking nasty stuff like shouting for help?
Shannon Firmgrip inquires with the fairy. She vaguely responds, ooh, Big Daddy, I got that squishy stanky stuff.
Alright, so I smell that stanky stuff, then I yell, who paid the rent? That put it old Big Daddy rent. That's when I grip the fairy's neck and keep stanky freaking on that dang.
Shannon Firmgrip attempts to use his choke ability. You must roll a 20 for success. 1. The fairy files a lawsuit alleging abuse and demands 10,000 gold. Terry, we had to deport Kilmar Abrego Garcia because he was here illegally. And he has MS-13 gang tattoos.
Well, I'm not an expert, but those letters were photoshopped there as a legend to interpret what each symbol represents. Although I interpreted the marijuana leaf to mean he's probably a well-regarded botanist.
No, Terry, he's not a botanist. He has MS-13 tattooed on his knuckles. Look. And you can clearly see he's affiliated with the Shutterstock cartel.
Mr. President, that's a watermark. It means you didn't pay for the image.
Terry, you're blowing your big break. I picked you because I thought you were good, but now I see you're another scared little fake news fat boy. I bet you were fat when you were a kid, weren't you?
Mr. President, please, that's completely unprofessional.
Little fatty fake news Terry. Blowing up the opportunity of a lifetime to make fake news by telling me the letters MS-13 are photoshopped. I bet the next thing you're gonna tell me is that Pamela Anderson's Hooters are fake.
They are fake.
I knew you'd say that, you little fake news fatty.
As I said, Mr. President, I'm not an expert, but Pamela's wrecking balls are fake.
You're a little gay, fatty fake news, Terry.
Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm certainly not gay.
It's hard to tell. All I see is a little gay, fatty fake news.
Well, I'm not an expert!
Hello?
Did you seriously post an image of yourself dressed as the Pope?
I did. I did it because I know I'd make a great pope.
Well, as someone who's 1/1000th Catholic, I can't even begin to describe how offended I am.
To be honest, Elizabeth, I don't really care. I recommend you use your free time to become 1/1000th good at something. My soul sisters, I just got word that a white woman, Shiloh Hendricks, called an autistic black child the N-word on a playground. Fortunately, she was caught red-handed by a black pedophile who was already filming at the time. It's truly outrageous. As a gay passing black woman who is oppressed, I can't imagine anything a child predator could have already done that's worse than saying the N-word. There is something worse. Shiloh Hendricks has stolen Carmelo Anthony's business idea of stabbing white kids when no one's looking, then set up a GoFundMe, except her business idea is say the N-word while a black pedophile is filming in a playground, then set up a GoFundMe. Excuse me. Hello? Looks like white people can profit off the N-word just like rappers. Matt, you know this is yet another example of white people stealing culture from black people. That's not true, Al. Technically, white people invented the N-word. Matt, I cannot listen to you if you're just going to make good points. Excuse me, I'm getting another call. Michael Richards, why are you calling me?
Because it's messed up Shiloh Hendricks is making money for saying the N-word. When I said it, it was out of passion because a black guy was annoying me.
And that's exactly why you should say it. We must spread awareness that saying the N-word for money is wrong.
I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. So you have something to say about Shiloh Hendricks saying the N-word?
Yes, Stephen, we are currently living in a time where saying the N-word and setting up a GoFundMe is a lucrative business model. I remember a time when white folks said the N-word just because they were feeling racist. But now we don't know if they're racist or just want $700,000.
Well, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. If I had $1 for every time I said a racial slur, I'd have $5.
Congratulations on being the first American Pope, Leo. I'm confident you will unite progressive and conservative Catholics.
Oh, yes. And you don't have to worry about me being too woke. I'm definitely not. Oh, a message from God cometh unto me. Oh, the Lord saith, I do not forbid a man from reassigning thy child's gender. A man mayeth lop off his son's pee-pee if they identify as female, provided that man is wed.
I'm sorry, Pope Leo, that did not sound very Catholic. Can you repeat that?
Hold that thought, Cardinal. Oh, another message cometh right now. Ooh, it's a hot one. The Lord saith, I do not forbid a man from showing thy neighbor's child books with homoerotic images as long as that man is married.
Pope Leo, it's nice that you prioritize marriage, but could you tell God that I don't believe this will appeal to Catholics?
Oh, hold fast. I have another message from thy grace. Oh, a man may adorn thy flesh with 8 breast implants to bear the likeness of a pregnant Rottweiler if thou art bound by holy matrimony.
Okay, perhaps it is time to go to bed. This all sounds pretty woke.
Nay, Cardinal. It's simply what God hath decreed.
Pope, please. What would Jesus think about all of this?
I don't know, Cardinal. Why don't you ask her?
It's such an honor to be chosen as to reimagine Jesus. I can't tell you how much I deserve this. I always thought it should be me considering how sacred I am.
Alright, Dog Nipples was pushing it, but a black gay bald woman as Jesus is insane. We're having issues with the new Pope.
So soon? Just say the magic word.
Please.
Captain Perry, Donald Trump is going to reduce drug prices by up to 80%. If he does this, Big Pharma won't be able to pay all of Congress to fly in private jets, which means I'll be forced to wait in line at United Airlines, and I have no time for that. That's why I need you to fly me to DC in your spaceship.
Of course, Bernie. I'm Captain Perry. I use the power of love to learn science.
Did you remember to check the turbo pumps, Captain Perry?
The turbo pumps? They're painted blue and on the bottom of the rocket, and I love them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Bernie. It's probably safer to just take a Gulfstream jet.
Good thinking. Private jets are really the only way to fly.
Donald, if you cut Big Pharma's profits, every member of Congress will be forced to travel like peasants.
Sorry I'm late. I got hungry on the way here and only had time to stop for a 13-course meal at the 5-star restaurant.
That's all right, Bernie. Donald, I know we've had our differences, but please don't go after Big Pharma. I cannot go back to flying coach. Guys, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Since you've all been pretending to go after Big Pharma for years, I thought it would be really funny to actually do it.
This won't work, Donald. No one on planet Earth has enough influence to stop Big Pharma.
That's not true, Bernie. I am Histrolin, leader of the non-binaries from the planet Endopharma. My pronouns are she, schmorp, and I crap out of my balls. This executive order must go through. You see, my species depends on puberty blockers to survive. If a non-binary hits puberty, they die. Years ago, our planet ran out of these essential drugs, so we depend on Earth's endless supply, but they're getting expensive. Lowering the price of pharmaceuticals means puberty blockers will be cheap again, literally saving every non-binary. As someone who is 1/1000th non-binary, I sympathize with you, but I will not be forced to throw away liquids above off 3 ounces every time I fly.
Kanye, thanks for coming on my show. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. So you recently put out a song hiding a certain someone with a tiny mustache who started the Holocaust.
That's right, Steven. I was trying to express my feelings and push the boundaries of free speech. My next album's all about what's in my heart. Check this out. He started the Holocaust, his mustache tickles. He runs train on me, I love his Third Reich pickle.
Wow, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. It kinda sounds like you're gay for Adolf.
I'm not gay, Steven. I'm just a controversial genius and you don't understand my art. Do these lyrics sound gay to you? In bed with the chancellor, messing up the sheets. He's angrily yelling 9 while pushing on my cheeks.
Well, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. It sounds like you're furiously gay for Adolf.
Why the hell does everyone think I'm gay? Just because I went down on my cousin and have intimate fantasies about a German fascist don't mean I'm gay. I'm just pushing the boundaries of free speech and proving Jewish people run the world. Like this. Adolf's my guy, we're naked in the shower. Stinking up the chambers, his booty tastes like flowers.
Alright, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. That song's just about you tossing salad with Adolf.
No, I'm pushing the boundaries of free speech. Excuse me. Hello?
I'm leaving you, Ye. I made it this time. I found the lyrics to your new songs.
Bianca, what did I say about going through my stuff? What lyrics did you find?
The one about Osama.
Oh, you mean the one that goes, lived in a cave, destroyed the Twin Towers. Come to my place, Osama, explode on me for hours.
Yes, Ye, that one. Why are you gay for the worst people?
I'm not gay, Bianca. These songs express my feelings and push the boundaries of free speech.
James Comey, unfortunately posting 8647 failed to activate our non-binary sleeper agents. It turns out they have too much anxiety to even get out of bed. So let's table our plot to 8647 for now.
Hillary, I swear I didn't know what 8647 meant. I figured someone just wanted to throw 47 people out of a bar or something.
That's it, James. Just keep pretending to be an idiot. Maybe you should make an apology post saying you didn't know what those numbers meant.
Ooh, great idea, Hillary. How about I post another shell formation that says 6947? That way he knows there are no hard feelings.
James, do you know what those numbers mean?
Of course. 6947. It means I want to give him a hug. It's the best way to relieve any tension. In fact, just yesterday I 69 my dogs for a Christmas card.
Freeze! You're under arrest for making threats against the president. I'm taking you in for questioning.
Come on, James. You know what 8647 meant. You want the president to be assassinated, don't you?
I swear I didn't know what it meant. I thought the shout said 8675309. I was like, wow, someone's a big Tommy Two-Tone fan.
I would believe you, but unfortunately we had our experts at the Department of Justice crack your code.
Let's start with 47. Why was 46 afraid of 47? Because 47, 48, 49.
And 4 plus 7 is 11. Now we're at 9/11, which happened 8,647 days ago. And what's between 9 and 11, James? 10. The exact amount of letters in the name James Comey.
Alright, you got me. But it was all Hillary's idea. If you let me go, I promise I'll apologize and 69 the president.
Don't try to talk. Wait, what?
Okay, fine, I'll 69 you too. I'll put my arms around you and the president and we'll group 69. Joe Biden has stage 4 prostate cancer. I'm sorry, Jill. I'm sure it's hard to hear this for the first time again.
It's just so out of nowhere. I mean, for years I pretended he was in perfect health. Just this morning I saw him put his shoes on in under 30 minutes. Tell me honestly, doctor, is my Joe too sick for us to pretend he's running for president again in 2028?
Well, yes, Jill, he has stage 4 prostate cancer. But maybe instead you could pretend he's the president of an HOA or a book club.
If we can't pretend he's president again, it may be time to put him down.
Wait, in 2018, I had a whole, I was running for a re-election and anyway.
Are you sure there's no way for us to keep pretending he's perfectly fine, doctor?
There's a drug called NZT. I saw it in a movie with Bradley Cooper. Anyone who takes it experiences heightened physical dexterity and cognitive ability. Maybe if you give Joe one of these pills, his body would pretend to heal itself. Here, Jill, have Joe take this. It's the last of my NZT supply.
You're doing a great service to democracy, Bradley. Here, buddy, take this. Do you feel any different?
I feel I go for a walk and my son Hunter gave me a deck of cards. Said I pick one and it's a great skill to have.
Damn it, he's too senile. Even with NCT, it's impossible for us to keep pretending he's in perfect health. I have to call Barack. I think it's time to go to Plan B.
Alright, I'm thinking we go on a press run and basically act like we didn't know and also knew about Joe's health at the same time. And if anyone calls us out for it, we'll just call them anti-democracy.
Donald, I promise, there is no white genocide in my country. In fact, the South Africans love their white devil. Is that so, Cyril? You know, it would be really funny if I showed a video proving you wrong right now. It would go down in history as a classic Trump prank. Elon, play the tape.
Eat the poo-poo, cue the farmer. Eat the poo-poo, cue the farmer.
Oh my goodness. I guess it's lunchtime.
And there it is, clear as day. You're allowing white farmers to be killed in your country, and I'm pretty sure you pooped your pants and ate it for lunch.
Never.
Cyril, don't deny it. I just saw you perform the chant praising the consumption of feces and Caucasian genocide.
No, Donald. I would never allow the devil white people to die in my country and then eat their poo-poo for lunch.
Then you leave me no choice but to do the funniest thing. Elon, play the second tape.
Excuse me, mother. I've been chanting eat a poo-poo, kill the farmer all day. Any chance you have a poo-poo coming? Supporting white genocide makes me hungry for dinner.
Cyril, it sounds like you actually allowed white genocide to happen and then ate poo-poo for dinner.
Never. I would never allow the farmer to be killed and then eat a poo-poo for dinner.
Donald, I'm tired of this man lying to us. I knew he tried to deny it, so I printed out the menu of his favorite restaurant.
My God, these recipes are disgusting. Take a look, Cyril. You can't deny this anymore. Here's a dish called poop tartare. Raw, finely minced poo-poo seasoned with capers, shallots, and Dijon mustard.
Alright, Donald. You caught me brown-handed. I'll admit I did allow the white genocide and sometimes eat a poo-poo. But in my defense, I'm being paid millions of dollars to let it happen.
Oh my God, JD, what is happening?
Greetings, I am Histrelin, leader of the non-binaries from the planet Endopharma. My pronouns are she, schlop, and I fart out of my nipples.
I'm Donald Trump, President of the United States from the planet Earth. I fart out of my butt.
Thank you for identifying how you fart. It's customary in my species to provide TMI as a sign of trust.
Histrelin, why did you bring us here?
Because we received word you're canceling Medicaid for illegal aliens like myself. You see, if a non-binary hits puberty, they die, so we depend on your planet's puberty blockers.
Let me get this straight. You've been receiving free medication from us for years and never said a single thank you?
Greetings, I am Superlin. My pronouns are Gorp Grop and I pee out of my big blue jugs. I demand you introduce yourself and announce your TMI when speaking to Histrelin. My apologies. I am JT Vance. I pee sitting down. Thank you.
Why can't you make your own puberty blockers?
Because long ago my species evolved past capitalism. We realized it's more efficient to just rely on disability checks and welfare benefits.
Hang on, you're telling me all of you are disabled? I find that hard to believe.
Then come with me. Greetings, I'm Fensalvi. My pronouns are Uranus, my anus, and diarrhea comes out of my knees when I'm scared. I need you to pull up our disability statistics. Sorry, Histrelin, I can't. My chronic fatigue syndrome is flaring up and I'm taking a mental health day.
You see, low motivation is a very common disability in this quadrant.
How can you pay for all of this space travel if no one is working?
Because our mission is beyond working jobs.
Our mission is to search for poorly managed government benefits programs, apply online, and receive trillions of dollars.